everyone when we're
I
all.
will need a proper
yeah.
recap.
Yeah, I haven't bothered looking for my notes.
To be honest, I've got some notes, and I watched a bit of Gex's last video. So thank you very much for that.
I was
Gex.
gonna do that, and then I didn't.
But I haven't watched all of it, and
Fuck you.
yeah.
Oh my god, I can't believe this lack of preparation.
It's fine. But my point is, that I know what's going on with this, and it will be alright.
Can see the future, just not the past. Why do I have 2 hit points missing? I'm just gonna heal that.
I mean, you guys are just coming out of a fight, so if you're missing a couple of hit points, if you're missing spell slots, key, everything like that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I'm down to 39 health.
Yeah.
Swim.
I still have all my key points allegedly, so.
I have very nearly died. You've been downed a couple of times in that fight.
Yeah,
Me?
I was, wasn't I?
Obadiah was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where's me sidebar?
Right.
No.
Yep.
Where's that bit with the campaign?
But
Titius exploded.
my unicorn totem fucking did its job. Kept everyone alive. Just.
Pardon me.
Okay, so we got Gromnon. Tarek and Obadiah. There we go. Gromnon. You spelled his name wrong on your character sheet.
Gromnon.
You wrote Gromnon on your character sheet.
Gromnon.
Gromnon the Chosen. But, you know.
Gromnon.
No, it is. It's Gromnon.
Okay. I for Gromnon. Gromnon.
Yeah.
Why do I only have 2 hit points missing?
Hard to hit.
I have 0 hit points missing, but I tried that.
You got a fucking million.
My bloody thingy was healing everyone constantly, wasn't it? Whenever I was putting a heal spell, the totem would heal everyone for like 7 or something.
I feel like I shouldn't have key points.
I feel like Jethro got some very good heals right at the end of the fight.
Oh no, I have 0. I have 0 key points. Okay, that's fine. I'm pretty sure I used some.
You spent right out. I'm pretty sure as well.
Yeah.
The only reason Titius died is because fucking Gav used, I think, detect magic to see where he was.
Detect scumbags.
And then the fucking fairy just jumped over with a pixie.
Yeah.
Teleported over and stabbed him.
Titus went out with a suicide vest, effectively, with the last barrel of powder and a hot bullet.
God.
If we find a
shoe,
can I use reincarnate to reincarnate into a random body?
You can certainly try, to quote the sage.
Obviously, it'd be reincarnated into a baby, so.
Does everybody have everything they need? Have we found our sheets, reacquainted ourselves with our abilities? Got the dice. And so it is. A couple of weeks have passed now since a group of 4 adventurers were contracted by the House Goss in the southern town of Porthmarn to find the daughter of Lord Goss, young Caitlin, who had, it seemed, been taken in the night. The party found the trail and headed off after a band of lizard folk, finding their arrows at the scene of the crime and keeping upon their trail through towns, across rivers, spanning moorland, to the town of Shymeet, where they came upon Caitlyn's body sequestered beneath the Temple of Rain, still breathing, but in a dormant state. They bore witness to a council of lizard folk deciding what they should do with the girl that they had taken. Was she a threat to the world? Was she an emissary of a party that could be bargained with? A power that could be wielded? But before a decision could be made, the day of midsummer came. Caitlyn arose and took to the air, and a great flaming comet, billowing black smoke and bad omens, streaked across the sky. The party travelled north and east to High Lurie, where they met the king, upset the Guild of Artifice, and slew a prominent thief and organised crimester in the town before travelling upriver in a vessel manned by one Nick Dearborn towards the town of Mazenhal. No, towards the town of Ansil, forgive me, where the comet was reported to have landed. En route they encountered some trouble with hobgoblins and orcs, and a marauding owlbear, of which one egg survived, taken by Tor. Where is that owlbear egg now? You have not seen it in a couple of days, and we will come back to that. Ansil had met a sorry fate. The party found north of the town the comet, overwatched by Thor and Caitlyn, and attended by a horde of dead and reanimated figures, chipping, cutting, digging away at the smouldering rock. The battle took place, and many ambling forms were laid back to rest. Caitlyn herself was captured, and you suspected the subject of some possession, although attempts at exorcising her went awry, and your party member Titius took her life. Titius, the halfling from Shu, whose intents had never been straightforward. He had a habit of scribbling away on napkins and passing them to the few country folk he could find of his across the land. But more secretive, beneath Titus's cloak, rode a dagger that he had found in a wardrobe in the town Tolvaden, south of the land. Only barely the second place you stopped on your journey. In the cellar of that house where it had been found, there lived an old elf who had apparently been corrupted by some infernal force. The same infernal force you suspected had taken grip of Caitlyn. And the same again some of you may have come to suspect, that threatened other parts of the nation as well. Travelling south with Caitlin's body, you came then to the town of Ansil, finding it abandoned but for the cleric in his temple of light, hiding upon hallowed ground and seeking out stalwart, corrupted townsfolk to dispatch and bring to salvation. You found within the flesh market on the south side of the river the mayor of the land, one Jeremy Beck, secluded away in his office with the few surviving slaves that he had yet to sell, and you left there without him. Beneath Beck's house, however, you found a portal to another world, and there, an almighty figure offering to make your dreams come true. Travelling further west again, up the river, then to the town of Mazenhal, the dwarvish city beneath the rocks, to deliver a young dwarf resident
Oh shit.
to his father's home.
Bostic?
Bostic indeed travelled with you, having earned his warrior's livery
Oh,
in the
yes.
fighting.
Yeah, I can turn into a fucking bird now.
You encountered some, but little, minor trouble on the docks, and Jethro encountered a figure from his past, perhaps in a position of diplomatic importance
Did I?
for the nation to which you find yourselves in service now.
Yeah, you did, and it was some dude you wanted to fucking murder, wasn't it, Gex?
Yeah, it's Beckson. Beckson.
Yeah. David Beck.
David Beckson.
Yeah.
Yeah. Travelling then beneath the mountains, you ignored the higher parts of the dwarf city to return to Bostic's home. Some smithing, some commerce, some business were done, and you encountered a dwarf unlike all the others, whipping up furore, spreading dissent and distrust among his kinsmen, and speaking what you travellers learned to be a version, perhaps, of the truth. How much he knew that did not tell you, was yet to be revealed. And there, deeper still, deep against the temple of the deep rock,
Galactic.
Titus travelled alone and conspired with the priest Sigmund and a few other locals to free a devil trapped there by meteor chain. Who can say how many centuries before? And so, travellers, you came upon Titus at the final act, at the unveiling of his corruption and his bargaining by infernal powers. And the fight went rather bloodily. Sigmund, the religious leader of this lower dwarf city, is slain, as are half a dozen others. But in that chamber of worship, there lay now the bodies of 3 devils, 1 freed from rock and 2 others summoned from flame by that figure. And amongst it, scattered upon the walls and the floor of a tunnel, are also the remains of your friend, Titus. Cornered, panicked, out of options, Titus resorted to not surrender, but rather to go out with a bang.
Jed.
Upon this moment, Gromnon the Chosen arrived to deliver a message of peace, perhaps between you and the other dwarves around you. Broker, what is happening here? And I believe Tor, via your summoned Fey servant, have safely wrapped in leather the dagger which Titus had kept secluded.
Yes. Yeah.
Titus, yeah, it's wrapped up in leather, not to be touched. It has been inspected a little bit. I can go over things that you've learned if anything's uncertain, but we'll go over that as and when questions come. What else? Where else were we? What else the fuck is going on with that? Yeah. And so you find, yeah.
The key thing with the inspecting was the hair, wasn't it?
The dagger made of terrible, twisted, hooked blade made of sky iron meteorite. The handle formed of bone and bound in black, slick hair, indeed. Indeed.
Indeed.
And so you find yourselves in the tunnel deep and around you. Dust flying, disturbed, scattered, rock from an explosion. Think still of burnt black powder. And blood upon your robes, some are your own. Some that of enemies, some that of a halfling you once called friend.
Colleague.
What would you like to do?
Dust myself off and cast mending on any rips in my clothes.
I'll invite a perception from anybody. Yeah, everybody to make a perception.
Oh, fucking hell.
I will be 10.
That'll be a 12.
I will be attending to the dudes, the other dwarves.
Sam, you can make the perception with advantage though as well, Sam. But I think Tor's got this covered.
No.
Critical with a 5 plus 5.
Yeah, 23.
23, 25. Any advance on 25?
Nope.
9.
What did you get? Sorry, Gav?
9.
9 and Gex,
12.
your total? 12. Gav, the chamber is quiet. Things are as I've described. It stinks. The dust is flying, and there is dim light. One of the lanterns is blown out with the explosion. Gex, the dwarves around you do not appear to want to fight anymore. They have a nervousness about them, but Gromnon has kind of talked them down. He arrived and he dealt with this. Gromnon and Tor, you notice things as I've described before. You notice the smell, you notice the choking slightly feeling of the dust, the dryness on your tongue, and the quiet. But both of you can put this together that only a few seconds before, things were not quiet. An echo and a din of a lot of dwarf voices followed you down the tunnel, as did the sound of the lift down to the working mine face. And that has stopped.
Fucking hell, that was loud.
Well,
Cast.
that was unexpected, wasn't it?
Can't believe he just fucking tried to kill us like that. What was that
Yeah.
big fucking creature and all? Jesus. And who's this?
Let's settle it. Bloody foreigners. We're not trusting them again.
Justified his racism. Excellent. Gromnon. Do we know it? We met him, right? We know his name.
You,
right?
you introduced
Yeah,
each other. I
yeah.
think the two of you shook hands at the end of last session.
Thanks for saving our bacon.
I was just in the right place at the right time, as foretold.
That's foretold. What do you mean foretold? You a weatherman?
No. My divinity sends me where I'm needed.
Well, good thing it sent you to us.
Indeed.
I'm gonna cast light on my staff and start making my way back towards the lift area. Or is there
Yeah,
anything else we
Maybe
need to
we
look
don't
at
want
here?
people going back down that passage at the minute with the demon shit just all laying around.
So a lot of it's blocked. You have blocked a lot of it with shifting earth. I can't remember what the spell is called.
Well, I'm very tempted to
Shape
turn
Earth,
around
Shape
and
Earth.
just use shape stone to just block the entire tunnel off for the minute.
Well, they are dwarves. They'll be able to get through that in no time. But it might slow them down.
It only needs to be for like a day, doesn't it?
Yes.
We could just explain the situation.
Yeah, but it still stops people from just wandering down. So you can
I
explain
think
the
we should-
situation.
Yeah.
I think we should be explaining it to the king and not.
Yeah, I could see how this would generate
The
some
people.
paperwork.
Well, this is as I was foretold. We must visit the king to set the dwarfs.
Yeah, we did it. Feels weird that we haven't.
But right.
We
Well,
haven't
you're-
met the fella yet.
Well, you're a dwarf. You should, surely you know some fucking gods. Or Gromnon nom 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 nom.
Isn't he a subversive type of dwarf? Yeah, he might not be friendly with the king. Hello?
Good.
Some of those guards were also of Sigmund's flock, and they
Yeah.
considered each other's friends.
Isn't he like in
We need to
pieces
see
on
the
floor
king.
right now?
Yeah, he's a bit
Yes.
dead now.
Yeah,
So
maybe,
exactly.
maybe we maybe we block this off until we can explain ourselves.
I'm gonna
Yes.
cast fucking shapestone and block a.
I'm going to cast porcelain pistol, pink pistol, porcelain toilet.
Missed the last thing that.
I'm gonna use the full. I'm gonna make a 5-foot thick wall in the smallest area
Yeah,
of
sure.
the tunnel. Try and block it off completely because I can always undo that with the same spell.
Yeah, absolutely. Stone shape. I'm just reading the spell to see if there's any limitations, but I don't see that being an issue whatsoever. Yeah, you've got 4th level slots. Yeah, I assume.
Yeah, it's my last slot.
Yeah. I'm gonna say you can do that. Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, we'll block it off. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Jed, I have a
Yes.
quick question. I'm looking through the party's bag of holding
Yes.
contents, and I have noted down that Bostic had found 5 diamonds worth about 1,000 gold each.
Yes.
And I can remember us having discussions about it, but I cannot remember the outcome, and I just want to amend it so we're not sitting on 5,000 gold we shouldn't have.
Well, no, you've got them. I don't believe that you spent them or found a use for them yet.
But they're Bostics.
No, he gave us some stuff as well, didn't he?
That's what I think the discussion was, that we had one each or something. I don't know, or he
One
gave
what?
us one of them or something. chunky
Diamonds.
diamonds. For
I think you give
1,000
us
gold piece
diamonds.
each. He's 5 of them.
Oh shit!
Did we loot Titus? Obviously we've
Only
got the
the dagger.
dagger.
Tor has been through Titus's stuff, cast aside the scimitar because I think it was regarded as suspicious. The rifle, the musket, is damaged beyond use. The barrel is all warped.
Yeah, fuck that thing. No one wants it.
Okay, that might explain why I have a scimitar +1 in my inventory.
Yeah.
I guess I picked it up.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I just picked up the dodgy-looking anathane style weapon.
Cool.
At the Fey wrap it.
Absolutely, because you'll know, Fey creatures are not corruptible or easily tempted by power.
Well then, Mr. Gromnon, shall we go see the king?
So the dwarf in charge, so to speak, is called Simon Highcleve. He lives in what's called the storehouse, which is up in the high part of the mountain.
What is his title, Jed?
Gelder, but Dwarf King is fine.
Yeah.
Is he like
Yeah,
taking nuts?
Well, if you hadn't have noticed, I'm at my flock was slightly shunned by the traditions of this place. I don't think I could get us an audience with
That's
the king.
what I was saying. I'm smart.
We may need to turn ourselves into the authorities. And
Well,
demand
we
to
have
speak.
credentials.
You may have to turn yourself into
You do?
authorities.
Yes, we're members of the King's Guard. And it would be
Oh,
a diplomatic mistake for us to
not sure Gromnon knew that yet.
hand us into the king, or hand us into the authorities, I believe.
Oh,
There may be a
in
way
which
around
case, let's just go straight to his insert name for building he sits in. I don't know what the dwarven
Gaff.
thing is. Gaff, yeah.
Yeah, it'll translate as story house.
The
Or speaking house.
Khazad-dûm.
Yeah. Like throne room or what? I don't know what the fuck it is. Let's go.
Grudge
Yeah.
Palace.
I'm sure you can get us a meeting with him.
Yeah, probably.
Those credentials.
Yeah, so leaving this chamber and heading back towards the lift.
Wherever it is.
Do we see anyone else, or?
Yeah, there was dwarves that were
So what-
possessed or something in there, right?
They died.
There are a few other dwarves down at the low level, kind of in the tunnel with you. Let's say there are 3 others.
I remember I dimension door ahead of the party when you were chasing Titus and did a rousing speech to the dwarves
Yes.
that were at the lift.
Yep.
And
So
I think it was
Ro-
very successful. I can't remember. I think I rolled on it, didn't I?
You rolled something like a 23, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gromnon, you will remember another kind of maybe 5 dwarves at the lift that you left.
Mhm.
Behind. It'll take you a moment to walk towards the lift, and if you didn't have a local dwarf with you, it would be harder. But Gromnon knows the way through here. He's spent enough time down in the tunnels, likewise, and the other dwarves with you can lead you directly through to the lift.
Cool.
But the sound that should be the grinding metal and the clinking of chains and the whirring of cogs does not greet you. And when you turn and enter the lift chamber, the parts are not moving. You
Shit.
can see above you the lift platform, maybe 100 feet up the tunnel. It has a lamp on it, and so the light beams down a little, like a beacon in the night. But it blocks the tunnel, and you cannot see past it.
And there's no, like, rope to pull linked to a bell up there or anything like that?
There is not. So around and in the area that you are in, there are controls. So there
How
are
high-
levers.
How high does this tube go? tunnel thing?
So looking around the platform, there are area to stand. There is
How long would it take me to
metal things.
fly up and down the tunnel? Because I'll just fucking wild shape into a bird and just
Well,
backy everyone back and forth.
there might be a lever on this platform that just
Yep.
makes it work.
Oh,
Is
yeah,
there?
let's try that first.
So here on the platform, there are a few levers. There are fittings into the floor into which the chains and the moving parts of the cables and things go, and the stone is cut and then kind of ringed with metal. The tunnel itself then comes to be 20 foot in diameter, and like I say, as far up as you can see is about 100 foot.
All right.
There is the light of the lift platform above you, but you've only ridden down here a couple of times, so you could pitch a roll to try and remember exactly how deep it is.
I'm going to ask the other dwarfs.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, and
Yeah.
they'll
And how do we set this off?
So you're asking how it works?
Yeah, because obviously there'd have been a person for that, and it's not us.
Yeah.
Might have been.
But do you know how to set this off?
Titius.
The lift?
My brothers.
No
Yes,
one
the left, my
runs.
brothers.
One of them will point to a particular wheel, a particular flywheel, and say, "Well, that one's normally spinning all the time, and it just gets engaged or disengaged."
What power
Like
is
a
it?
clutch.
Yeah.
What the fuck's a clutch? Well,
Is there any visible blockage on it? I don't know. You're going to make me roll investigation.
It
I'm
is-
terrible at it.
Yeah, you can make the roll. Yeah,
I'm going to take a look around at the workings of it as well.
Yeah.
absolutely.
5.
17.
17. Okay.
God.
Gromnon, you're not familiar enough with how these things should work to kind of sit and see what might be blocking it. Obadiah, looking at it, the wheel has come into place and is locked into a mechanism, as though it were in use when it stopped.
is there any stairs around here?
I think it's broken.
All right.
I'm going to try
Wow.
cast mending on it.
The wheel itself is not cracked, it is not bent, it is not blocked in the way that mending would probably fix it.
Okay. Now. Oh, Tor. I guess it's up to you.
All right. Yeah. I will.
Wait.
I got an idea.
I can run up walls.
Jed,
Yes.
I would like to shout at the wheel using thaumaturgy and see if I can get it to move or slam shut. You instantaneously cause an unlocked door or window to fly open or slam shut. I'm going to try and shout the fucking thing to get it to move.
What are you going to say? What does that look like, Sam?
I don't know. By the power of Grayskull, you will spin!
Lube.
And then I'll point at it. I don't know.
The spell goes off, the air around you ripples. The rest of you looking are obviously, struck by the majesty of Gromnon's voice. You can see how he's managed to attract so many followers. And yet the gear does not move.
Right, that's about as
Right.
much as I can try.
Well, I will cast a wild shape into giant bird. So, I think I can do like a giant eagle
Like a giant eagle?
or a giant owl. Something that can see in the dark would be preferable.
Yeah.
Actually, no. Gav's cast light.
I have.
So yeah, I'll just turn into a giant fucking eagle.
Yeah, fine. Okay.
If Gex is capable of running up the wall, I'll just bury Nom Nom and Obadiah up to the top.
And the other dwarfs if they want to come.
I've run up the wall. Right. Look what I've just remembered. how to
Charging
do.
him, mate. Fucking 10 gold lift.
I'll
I'll
bring
climb
my
up and
brothers
then
up
we'll
with
drop a
us,
rope
Eagle
down.
Man.
Wait. Okay.
Is there a
How-
limit to that, Gex?
How do you want to rule this? Because you can run,
Yeah.
you can move along vertical surfaces and across liquids on your turn without falling during the move. Now,
Yeah.
what I'm reading is during my turn, 45 feet.
Yes. Yes.
So-
You run
can
45
I-
feet up there.
Dash 90 feet off a wall.
Well, then try and grab it at the end.
Yeah.
And an acrobatics row to see if you.
Yeah, that's
Let's
kind
have
of
a
a
look.
baller.
You've got a 45
But
feet
also-
move speed, yeah.
If you're running and you're running next turn and you're running the turn after,
Exactly.
So I would if
Middle of the road.
if it says on turn, so yeah, if you at the end of your turn you will need to be on the ground.
I'm going
So-
Or
for it.
grip onto something.
Wait,
Yeah,
wait. Hold on. I'm going to run up the wall, I'm going to dash, and I'm going to fucking bash my braces together and teleport up to the top.
Do you need to be able to see it with Misty Step? It's Misty Step, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fuck it. I'd say
Yeah, I'm doing
run
it.
and
It's cool.
dash. Run and dash, and then just see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I'm
And
temporary the top, I can see the top, right? I'm doing it. Pew!
Okay.
If you don't have to
Jethro
misty
does a
step to
proper-
the floor, you could just misty step
Yes,
the roof of
to
the.
the air above the floor. Yeah, Jethro does a little fucking running stance and then just fucking powers out the gate and starts fucking yeeting up the wall.
As he's
That's
running,
right,
I turn to
and-
Tor and say, "Get ready to catch that idiot."
Jethro, you run. The light, the flickering slightly oil lamp that is on the lift platform spilling around the edges of the platform catches your eye and fills and slowly grows in your vision as you run. Your feet find an exceptional lightness as they bite against the rock and pull you up and up and up and up. You cause such wind in your movement that the chains set against the wall for moving the left platform quiver in your passing.
Quiver. Filthy.
And within moments, just as your breath begins to give, for you have sprinted like you are unsure that you have sprinted before, you can see through the gap at the edge of the platform. And there is more tunnel beyond it. But you're going to use the bracer?
Yeah.
And what would you like to do? Do you just want to kind of catch a bit of wall on the far side of it? Do you think it's just enough? You can see, basically, you can see.
I can
What
see.
you are doing is you are running up the wall
Yeah.
towards the base of a metal platform.
Oh.
There is clearly a source of light on that metal platform because it's spilling around the edges of it, and there is a gap of, say, less than a foot on each side. So
Oh,
you
fine.
couldn't squeeze through that gap personally,
through
but
it?
you could teleport because you can see wall on the other side. That's all you
yeah,
can
fuck
see
it.
is more wall.
I'll zip through there.
Yeah, but you can see enough space. Yeah. And so you blink and you regain form on the far side, and now looking down, you see the lift platform on which you rode as you descended towards the Temple of Deep Rock, and upon which are 6 more dwarves, looking now up at you in wonder.
All right, boys.
And you drop
What's wrong with this lift then?
and deftly find your feet upon the platform. Those of you below, I think for the perception tests that went on earlier, Gromnon and Tor will maintain those. Will watch the lamplight flicker and quiver as though it is being rocked by an extra bit of weight above you. But that's all you can see of this, as Jethro has just run up the wall into the shadows.
And then vanished.
Yeah.
He's a
Well,
rather
yeah,
sprightly
yeah.
one, isn't he?
You were definitely outside of dark vision range by the time that happened. Yeah.
Never seen an orc do anything like that before.
Yeah, I'll say to the dwarves, what's the matter? You never seen a handsome orc pop out of thin air before?
They shake their heads.
Yeah, fair
Are
enough.
you gonna? You're gonna eat us?
Oh no, heavens no! No, I'm here to help you. I'm a friend.
Help us? Well, see, yeah. All right. Can you work the lift?
No, actually, that's why I'm here. Wait, where's Jethro? Jethro. My mates are down the bottom, and they can't get up. So I thought I'd come up here and see what was wrong with it. You know?
There was fighting, and then the lift stopped.
Well, yeah, I was doing some fighting.
Oh, was it you what stopped the lift then?
No, don't think so.
Oh,
What normally
Oh.
makes it go? Makes it go.
lifts never stopped before.
Huh. That's queer. Any other way to, get up and down here? Beyond my method, which was, quite frankly, impractical for most people.
Well, it's
It was
normally dead. Reliable, you know. Give me an insight check, Gex.
Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah.
I'm good at that. And it's a nut.
That's going to be high enough then.
Yeah.
There's a glance between the dwarves. You have asked what makes it go, and they haven't said. Someone else asked the same question down at the base, and there's something that the dwarves don't like to talk about. They look uneasy at the question.
Well,
and they're simply saying that it doesn't work.
You fellas obviously want to get down there. My fellas want to get up here. So come on.
I know we're trying to get up. We're trying to shift's over, innit? And we want to go to bed and that. We were heading up because we didn't want to be in fight.
Well,
that loud twat come down and said we should get bed and get home. Like,
look, I could probably help you guys. Just tell me how the lift works, and I can fix it. Well, I've got a mate who can fix it at least.
Very smart. The chains go like this, don't they? And they go up and down, and it's all gears and that. Same thing. What makes the carts move?
Chains
and gears and that. I don't know. It ain't no measure or nothing, but
it sounds like some fancy clockwork bollocks. Don't anybody do maintenance on it, or anyone looks after it, or?
There's
Premise.
whole group of lads what make sure it keeps going. Like, hope they're all right.
Yeah, who are they?
Well, don't like to say them.
Oh.
Deeper into it west. They work with the big, to keep the power going. Not deep down on Rockface, but away from the sun. Keep the chains turning and that.
How do we get there?
Well, you'll have to get up top and then, like I say, head away from surface in that direction. Till you get to Hammer Keepers, and it's all work of Strong Voice Clan, isn't it?
Strong Voice Clan.
You'll recall the dwarves are, as well as having family names, grouped into clans,
Yeah.
and so Bostic's clan are a metal workers.
Yeah.
That was exactly it. Yeah. Yes, the dead. They keep order, keep commandant that of the
Of the
you know,
slaves.
well,
Of the what?
you know, the strong things. They ain't people, so it's not a problem. Like they're not
Anyway.
even not even like you. Like I know you ain't people like we are, but you know they're worse than that even.
Well, I've always considered myself people, personally, or person.
Well, that's
personally.
what they're teaching in modern schools, isn't it? But
I've never been to school actually.
He's a fucking
I
woke
went to
dwarf.
I went to the school. I went to school of life.
No, anti-woke dwarf, mate. Base. I like this dwarf. Base.
Look, whatever. My mates are down there. I need them up here. Just help me.
well, we can't. It's a bloody elfin safety nightmare, if I'm honest, mate. There's no controls for lift platform. There's some lot of backward bollocks.
While
That's
this
a bit
chat's
stupid,
going on,
isn't it?
I'm just going to turn into a bird, give
Yeah.
Gav and Nom Nom a lift, and just hover next to him, and then just carry on flying to where we have to go.
So again, you're getting into kind of bird form. What are you thinking? Are you thinking to be able to lift
Giant
the two?
eagle.
Giant eagle would do the job of lifting the two of them.
Yeah, because we gave lifts when I was
Or
a
giant
wasn't it?
spider.
You boys
Ooh.
heard of Gromnon?
Ooh.
Well, yeah, the mouthy cunt what come down tunnel just before it stopped.
Yeah,
I like-
we're on our way. Me and my mates are on our way to beat him up. So if you can help him get up here, then we'll be able to go beat him up, right?
Well, no, he's down bottom, isn't he? He's a good
Lawless
swat,
magic
like
there,
just
Jethro.
just speaks a dead bit. You'll have missed
he's a
him.
good. No, he is a good guy. He's down there. Can you help me get him up?
Yeah. Well, mate, if we knew how this worked, we wouldn't be fucking stood here, would we?
Fucking hell! Is there some stairs or something? You can't just use one fucking lift for all of these.
Yeah, I'm going to take Gavin's suggestion actually and turn into a giant spider,
Mhm.
so they can ride my back.
Reasonable. And so, as you ascend the tunnel,
And
finding
leave a silk trail leading
Ugh.
up the tunnel wall, so
You're
people
on-
can try to climb it.
as you ascend, the tunnel wall feels solid. It's easy to get a good grip with your 8 new limbs. And you can close the distance on the bottom of the lift chain. Fucking word is platform. Quite easily. The problem will come then when you come to the edges. There is less than a foot's gap between the platform edge and the wall. Just enough for some light to spill through so you can see what you're
Oh.
doing.
How
I'm
heavy is the
so
platform?
confused. Yeah, it's actually a tube.
Tube
we're
with a
in.
disc in it.
I thought we were up against a face. Yeah, okay.
There's
Mhm.
a tube with a disc in it, and there's a gap around the disc that's too small.
Yep.
Look, Ma,
Jethro was able to
I'm a
teleport
driver.
through it.
How heavy is the
I'll
lift? Can I just
I'll
shift the
teleport
lift
in
to
as
the
well.
side?
Well, it's the lift is bound up by 4 chains on each corner, and that's kept fairly tight by the weight of it. They're under quite a bit of tension there. Are you going to just go to the wall and push against it?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and push the fucking thing wide
How
enough that I
high
can
does
get through.
this tube go?
So you've gone up about 100 foot so far. You can't
Yeah.
see past it enough to.
Oh, is there a bit to open up above us?
So there
No.
have been other kind of empty, kind of abandoned mine passes that you've been down, and then this would take you up to the lower part of the city, where, for example, Bostic lived.
So is that like what we're looking at?
You are at the minute you are in a 20-foot diameter tunnel, like vertical tunnel. Did you say Obadiah was going to teleport around it as well, Gav?
Yeah, I've Misty Step. I'm going to
You're going to Misty Step. Yeah, okay.
Misty Step into the dwarves and Jethro.
Sure.
That's
Yeah.
what-
Again, so you can see past the platform and kind of push yourself off a bit of wall quite safely.
I'm just going to continue riding the spider.
And
Just trying
Gromnon's
to
going to
have
stay
no
on the
spells.
back
work
of the
out
spider.
in my brain what. So when you get to the top,
Yeah.
it's a little platform. Is it blocked off?
So
Can you
you are
go
so
through it?
there are chains set into 4 different sides of the tunnel as though they are corners. The chains are mounted to then corners of the round platform, so to speak. And then other than that, there's a gap of about 10 inches, let's say, between the tunnel wall and the platform, except where it is mounted by the chains.
Okay. So when you get to the top of the fucking tunnel,
Yep.
how do you get out from
The
there?
platform. So people are riding on the top of the platform, and the platform goes all the way to the top of the tunnel, and people can walk off.
Okay, so you can't just. Sorry, I'm fucking.
So it is a round tunnel with chains set into the walls in 4 places.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Yeah.
It's just how you get in and out from the tunnel at the top. It's confusing.
The platform goes all the way to the top of the tunnel and opens into an open space.
Okay, so you can just climb up and out the top.
If you can get past the platform, yeah, you can carry on climbing up. Yeah.
Oh, the platform's stuck at the top. Right, I got you.
The platform is stuck halfway through,
Hmm.
and has a bunch of dwarves and now Jethro and Obadiah on it.
Like
I
this.
see. So
The lift has stopped halfway.
Yeah, so there's something blocking there, say. So you
Yeah.
can't go.
The lift is
Lift
stopped
car.
in the
The
middle.
lift car is
Yeah,
blocking
yeah.
it. Like,
The
Yeah,
lift-
no, that's what I mean.
yeah.
But
the lift is
Yeah.
blocking it.
it's
You're
so
below
you
the
can't
lift.
go. So you,
Yep.
yeah.
You guys have come up the tunnel as far as being on the
I get
bottom as the lift platform.
I thought the
The lift-
platform was at the bottom.
I thought it took
Of
me.
the
I
tunnel.
thought it took me. We were all to understand this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Apologies if I'm not. Yeah, making it clear.
Likewise.
Nicholas, yeah.
Yeah,
So
because Gromnon came down, I thought it was at the ground level, like the.
Gromnon
I
came down.
teleported in.
But yeah,
I
Gromnon
didn't
came
come down.
down.
I teleported in.
Did you teleport all the way in? Yeah.
Yeah,
Spoke to
teleported
those
up the
other
ceiling,
dwarves.
remember?
The dwarves attempted to take the lift up at Gromnon's behest,
okay.
and then while they've been trying to escape the fighting down low in the mine lift has cut out.
Right, well, if that's the case, I might just go back down the bottom and rest for 8 hours till my spells are back, and then I'll just use fucking shape stone to make a hole through the fucking wall upwards.
Hold on. Tor, before you go, hang on a
You get
sec.
killed by a Balrog.
Jed, I
Yes.
have previously established story that I am a student of dwarfish ways.
Sure. Yeah.
Is there any chance I know of a dwarven teleportation circle in Mazenhal?
Ooh. Right. What we'll do? You can give me.
Even if it's an exceptionally high roll.
You can give me an
Float
int roll.
skills.
And if you, give me a roll, add your intelligence bonus, and let's say if you get a total of more than 12, then we'll say yes. That's not that high. As in, yeah, that's not too unlikely, to be honest.
16.
Yeah, so yeah, you know about a teleportation circle in the higher part of the city. It is adjacent to the Temple of... where's my fucking notes? Temple of High Clouds, I think it is. Temple of Snow. So it is
Alright,
actually...
solution,
yeah.
but we all have to be back down on the ground. Does anyone have any rope? I look around at the miners and at...
You won't be able to
Jethro.
get back through the gap unless you can teleport.
We're under... Well, I can, and I could fit between...
I'll
get out this
I'll
platform.
just teleport back down and fall down to the bottom.
Oh,
He
was
Vix,
the
I'm
one
going to
with
give
the
you
rope.
a very firm DMs, are you sure?
I'm
Yep.
still a spider, and
I
I
can
can
teleport. I teleport 30 feet down into the tunnel and then fall the rest of the way.
I could make a web fucking net to landing.
Nope.
'Cause I'm still
I've already
spider.
done it.
Okay, I'm gonna try climb out of this under this platform through the little gap and see if
and-
I can get back onto the spider.
You want to be caught by the spider? Okay.
Just Jethro don't like spiders, so.
Okay. So if it's okay, cool. I've got the rules for that. Per 10 foot, so it's 70 foot.
Yep.
If Jethro is going to squeeze through the gap and just tumble, unless you have anything that would mitigate this gex, I mean, you've still got your relentless endurance. I'm sure you'll be fine, right?
He's a monk.
Well, you don't have just instant featherfall, do you?
What's
You
the
don't have kind of...
damage?
Cool. All right.
400. You are dead.
76.
Holy shit.
I take
31.
I take no damage.
Okay.
Like he's slow fall to reduce my falling damage by
I
45.
couldn't remember. I couldn't remember whether you had that or not. Yeah, sure. Yeah, okay. Yeah, great. Okay.
I thought it'd be more than that, to be honest. But yeah, fuck it.
It's 10 foot. 1d6 per 10 foot
Yeah.
that you fall.
That's not that's not a lot.
Yeah. Oh yeah, sure.
I
Yeah,
don't
you have
think I
got
could-
that. Okay.
100 foot. Yeah, it could have killed me, but
Yeah.
Before I squeeze through the gap, I'm gonna cast Bull Strength on myself.
Okay. In terms of
it's-
squeezing, yeah?
It's on strength checks. It's not on.
We're going through an awful lot
Athletics checks.
just to get
I
back to
know,
where
yeah.
we were fucking 25 minutes ago. I'll catch you if you jump.
I'll write
I've
the spider
literally
down,
got
but
nothing
I
I
might
can
slip.
I can use in
Yeah.
this at all. I'm out. I need the next spell slot's
Obadiah
already doing
squeezing
anything.
through. Tor, you will see with your spider eyes Obadiah's boot kind of scuffing against the edge of the rock.
I can't talk in spider form.
You can't sit. You can't talk
No.
in spider form.
And I'll just be saying, "Get ready to catch me."
I can if I can
I will.
understand you. Yeah.
You can definitely understand. Yeah.
Yeah, I will make a bit of a net, I guess, out of fucking spider silk. Why not?
Okay. Gav, I'm going to invite an acrobatics check.
I'm gonna politely decline. +1 acrobatics.
Sure. Were you casting enhance ability to?
No, I cancelled that because it's only on a check. It's not a skill check. It's only on an ability check.
Yeah, that's what it is. A skill check is an ability check.
Oh.
Not a save is what it means.
It's not a save.
okay.
You're not making a save. You're making a
Can I do
skill
this?
check.
Nah, fuck
So,
it. I'm gonna roll
in-
with a 13.
Yeah, in the rules, there's no such thing as if we were going rules as written. There's no such thing as a skill check. It is an ability check to which certain skills apply.
Yeah.
Fuck that. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
So that's a total of
13.
13. You get your feet through and try to brace yourself against the wall of the tunnel. And the platform slips and moves in the way that Jethro suggested moving it. And your tension goes. You slip. You fall. You are caught in the spider's web.
Ew.
Which was very fortunate, and I'm glad that you described doing that. So,
Oh,
and you find yourself snagged there.
good thinking, Tor. And I'll try climb my way over towards Tor. Pulling on the
Lucky enough,
sticky
I've
slime.
made it out of the least stickier part of the web because I think they do make different.
Yeah, absolutely. Different levels of adhesion and things. Yeah.
Yeah. And before we go all the way down, though, I will fucking put a nice thick chunk on the wall and just tail it down to leave a rope leading to just literally, like, here-ish going down, whee, just in case.
The dwarves on the platforms, you can hear them muttering of fucking weirdos, fucking nut jobs. Ah, well,
Corners.
best bloody, hope that they can get someone out to help us, eh?
Very
Should fit,
just
should fit a fucking alarm on these things. Still, at least we're on the lift and not stuck at bottom.
Is there no other way? Gromnon thinks. Like other passage.
You're not aware of another passage for getting up and down, at least. Like, even Gromnon isn't.
Elby Trice, didn't you have a plan or something?
I do indeed. And it's a
Elby
common
Trice.
one if I do say so
Real name, no
myself.
gimmicks.
the only other option is if Gav's plan doesn't work, is to
Yeah, just long
rest.
rest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all resolved if we rest.
I'm going to cast my memory back to the book on dwarven rune magic that I read in my younger years. Recall the magic circle, and then inscribe a teleportation circle on the ground. Explaining to the guys as I'm doing it what it is and how it'll work.
Absolutely. And this comes together.
Tell
The rest of
everybody.
you sit and watch. Gav, are you marking this up in a way that you intend it to be itself somehow durable?
No, this is a once-use thing.
You're just, scratching it in the dust. Of which there is plenty.
Yeah, chalks and inks infused
Yeah.
with precious gems worth 50 gold.
bit of Titus bone, just
Possibly.
carving it into the ground.
No, I have to cast it in the same place every day for a year for it to become permanent, so
Yeah.
I'm not going to do it here.
No problem. Okay.
That is quite awkward because it means you can't go adventuring for a whole year.
Yeah.
Just at the
Oh,
start.
hang on. I just saw this thing here. So when you first gain the ability to cast this spell, you learn the sigil sequences for 2 destinations on the material plane determined by your GM.
Yes, so I've given you, I think one is in your old magic school.
Yeah.
And
I
I
remember
can't
that.
remember
Back
where the
in,
other one was. Was it
back
in
in-
Porthmart?
Where we started. That would make sense.
It's got to be where Obadiah lives, surely.
The
Yeah.
Lord, whatever, Goss.
Yeah. Did I give you
Fuck
one in
off.
Porthmart? Yeah.
I don't recall, but let's say it, yeah.
I'm sure you did.
Yeah. Yeah. There's
That's
one
what
in your
we
old
call-
magic school. But yeah, okay. And you've got another one here. Yeah. Easy peasy.
Or we could say the 2 I know were Portmarn and were my magic school and this one.
Yeah. Well, that's
Whatever.
3 and that's fine. I'm happy with that.
Oh, okay.
Like you rolled to see if you knew this one. I didn't just give it to you for free, so.
Oh, if it's that easy, you can get one fucking everywhere.
Yeah. Well, I doubt I'll be able to use the same line again, or at least too often.
I recall once reading a book with every known magic circle in the
Yeah.
country.
Okay, so noted.
I think we should buy some scrolls of gate or whatever. Like, good walk places.
Gate is a very expensive spell.
Right,
But,
so it
yeah.
only takes a minute to cast.
Yeah.
And then it just lasts for a round, so everyone has to be standing inside when I fire it off.
Just the 4 of you travelling, or any of the other dwarves who are?
You're going to be kind and release them from it.
Are you inviting them? Yeah.
Well, the
They
few
will
that were
look
up on the
on at you.
lift, if they're coming down, but
The ones
3
on
that
the
we
lift
left down
not
here,
coming down, but there were 3 down at the base. Yes, exactly.
If they're brave enough, they can travel with us.
They will look in on you, but will not ask. They are proud enough not to do that.
Come, brothers.
I will invite them, yeah.
We can get out of here
Starving
post
down
haste.
here.
Yeah.
We don't know how long this lift could be stuck for.
And they nod, and they join you, and they step into the circle.
Right, well, it's the first time I've cast this, so I hope it fucking works.
Right, let's hope we don't end up in half stone. Or mixed up in.
The stone and the ground, which was marked by the circle, rumbles beneath your feet perceptibly to you, although you wonder whether it would be to anybody standing outside. It lights, it illuminates, and then the sparks of the light, as though from a fire, lift. And with it goes your senses, your bodies, your very being, your possessions, crackling and lifting into the air like embers, sparks, smoke from a campfire, until all of you are gone. And then materializing, coalescing, coming back together. The clean, bright stone chambers of the upper city, which I believe you saw, if only for a few minutes, upon arriving in Mazenhal.
Back in a sec, but carry on.
Oh, it worked.
Well,
You are,
I recognise where we are.
Gromnon, you have been to the upper city. You don't have many friends there, or as many as you do lower down. And so you'll know, yes, you are in a spot near the Temple of Snow. It is so to the point that where you are it is a room in the sense that it's certainly inside. It's still within the mountain. The upper city has prisms and mirrors and shiny surfaces in most rooms to direct light, natural daylight around the place. And the light here has an evening quality. It has
nice.
a dullness and a warmth to it. Mazenhal, being on the western mountains, is not known for its sunsets. But perhaps here...
Follow me, gentlemen. I assume I know the way. Or
All right.
roughly how to get to where we need to go.
Where are you going to go? To go and see Highcleve?
Yeah.
Okay.
I might not know exactly the way if I've not been up here much, but I could find the signs and
you'll know the way for that. You'll have seen it at the very least. You know, in the same way that you can find the council buildings in the town where you live, you just don't go there very often. You know.
Anyone I actually don't know where Bristol Council is, but continue.
College Green?
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. But some of it is. You pass the Temple of Snow and turn towards the storehouse, the speaking house, the story house. There are dwarves in shining plate stood outside. And they recognise you quite quickly.
Right, lads.
No, you're up in the higher city. There is still a twinkle of daylight rummaging through, the network of mirrors and prisms.
Yeah, but knowing our luck, the teleportation fucking ends up in some like highly restricted fucking area.
Oh, before we leave the room at the teleportation circle in it, I point down or across the Tor and say, probably a good idea to drop that spell.
Yeah, I would have dropped it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would have dropped it before we fucking teleported. Sorry.
Dropping the wild shape. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
There is in the room a book. Now, Gav, having read about teleportation circles, you will note this book. It is polite or good manners to note comings and goings, to record uses of the circle, even if they cost nothing.
Okay, I will go across and open the book, look for the place to put new entries, and put all of our names down.
I would also
And
be
right.
curious to know the last time it was you. Can't imagine dwarves you.
That's a good point. I'll write in Dwarfish as well.
You're writing in Dwarvish. The last entry is a Dwarfish name, departing 3 days ago.
I'll note the name. And I'll actually ask for the names of you 3 gentlemen, pointing at the dwarves.
And I don't have them written down, but they will give you
But
suitably
I'll
dwarf
write
names.
them down.
Yeah, fine. Yeah.
Maybe I'll know some of them. I'll tell you.
Yeah. No, they'll give you their names. I just don't.
Yeah,
Harry, Larry, and Barry.
Yeah,
There's
that's right.
there's Gromnon,
Bromnon
Tomnom,
Bjorn,
Tom.
Carl, and Wilhelm.
of the Stonecutter clan. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was Wilhelm.
All right.
Okay, we were
Onwards.
arriving at the guards.
Yeah. There are.
Hello?
And the others walking up, but not really react other than raising an eyebrow.
Sorry,
Did,
you
doors-
cut out
the
for
do-
me.
The doors to
Yeah.
the storehouse are closed. There are 2 guards wearing plate armor. Their hammers are leant against the wall. They don't go for them, but they do raise their eyebrows, seeing Gromnon walk towards them.
Brothers, these men come carrying the king's sigil. They require access to the insert dwarven word I've forgotten. I'm saying all this dwarven.
Gelder.
So, yeah. Gelder, that's it.
I will show them the King's Word symbol that I have pinned
Okay.
to my coat.
There is terrible news from below. They must relay it.
We've heard a little bit about what's happening below. Hell up.
Hello.
How do you
Hello.
know what's going on down
Indeed.
there? You've just come in through the circle.
Yes, one of the lifts down to the stone face was blocked. We'd no way past it except I had to be.
The lift's blocked. What kind of
with the
blocked?
group.
It's not working.
It seems to be not working. I'm not that familiar with your technology. Can't say why.
The fellas down there said it usually moves all the time, and now suddenly it stopped.
Wheels
Oh.
aren't spinning. The chains aren't moving.
Whatever powers it isn't powering it currently.
There's a look of worry across these 2. And you didn't have anything to do with that?
Not so we know.
Can't say for certain.
Can't say for certain whether you've... Well, I suppose you would know if...
Well, it'll all
Oh.
become clear when we explain it to the Gelder.
This does sound important. Highcleve's eating, but
We can wait.
this does sound important. No, he wouldn't have that. Alright. And one goes to catch the door. Pushes it and lets you in.
Walk on in.
He'll be... And the dwarf that's let you in points to the far end of a large chamber with a long table, 2 benches down each side, like a longhouse, but set with stone. The fire is unlit, but there are doors at the far end. The light in here is brighter than it was in the hallway outside. And he points to a room at the far end of the room. Points to a door at the far end of the room and says he'll be in there.
Thank you. Walk down, taking a moment to study the place and the ruins and whatever carvings are here, and head on down towards the far end.
This is Do I call for a history check? Obadiah will have heard a little bit about the Storhis. It is where the heads of the clans come to meet and discuss business exclusive to Mazenhal.
Okay. Yeah, of course, my history, so
yeah,
I'll probably know a little bit about this stuff.
You know a little bit. We've established you know a bit about Dwarven history, and this is well known as it's their internal parliament. Dwarves are afforded a pretty decent level of kind of insular kind of independence from within Lurich. They don't have a consul directly, although Highcleve speaks out. Highcleve meets regularly with Beck, and Beck is the kind of voice of the kingdom in there. He also, anything that needs to come in and out, it is young David Beck's business to organise things coming in and out.
Good thing we left him alive, so.
For now.
I'm just going to grab a drink, but you guys continue on.
Sure, absolutely.
So we in?
Crossing the room, your feet clatter, and you realise now that you are heading west, away from Bedenreach. The air is cold, and there is a whistle of wind coming from the door on the other side of this wooden door in the stone chamber. But pushing at it, there is a room filled with bright gold and evening sunset light as a window faces towards the setting sun over a vista of tall, snow-capped mountains in spikes and peaks and ridges and valleys. The dwarf that led you across the chamber coughs, and from a high-backed chair, a face turns of a healthy-looking, well-fed dwarf with chicken on his chin and in his grease in his beard. He turns around and looks over to you and says, "Yes, what is it?"
I'll bow. Or do whatever you're meant to do.
Maybe a bit condescending to bow to a dwarf.
And the dwarf that led you across the chamber coughs again and says, "These gentlemen are King's Ward, Simon. They say they know what's going on below in the Low City." Highcleve blinks a couple of times. Says, "Well, get out. All of you may sit then. Come and eat with me. All right. Tell me something good. Tell me something I need to hear."
Ah, we
The
can't do
Well,
both of those things,
lower
unfortunately.
Lower C still there.
That's
The door
alright.
closes. The four of you are in this room that smells of rich, well-spiced food. Look, it's late. I'm having,
Yes, we apologise for the interruption. There was a holy man below,
Sigmund, yes,
What?
yeah.
by the name of Sigmund, who had been worshipping something.
What do you mean was?
Well, he
Well,
is
what
no
do you think
longer.
was means?
No
Christ,
need
man.
to be cheeky, Tor.
Was is was. He
He's
was
no longer.
alive.
He was worshipping something chained in the rock. Something with sky iron. Chains that had bound it there for countless centuries, for all we know. And that thing, I'm going to pick a dwarfish word for devil.
Okay.
That was
Yep.
Was destroyed by us.
Yeah.
Along with the minions it summoned. During the fight, a large amount of black powder was detonated by somebody who had become corrupted. And this ended the situation down there. And it seemed to happen at the same time, we think, as the power, the magic, whatever powers your lift, ceased to work.
His nose curls a little at the word magic there, but he lets you continue.
The events may be linked, I do not know. The lift was stuck halfway, so I had to teleport our group up to the room near Cloud Temple. It was the only way we could get out and bring news. We had intended to come visit you directly. However, we had a young dwarf working, or who had been working in, what was the town called?
Ansel.
Ansel, as a smith apprentice. And he travelled with us. We had to return return to his family. Borvar, Bright Iron, was his father. We had to see young Bostic return safely. It was during this time we heard of Sigmund's preachings, and we went to see if he was preaching the same thing that is happening across a lot of Lurch. These foul things popping into existence, corrupting noble people, and wreaking havoc. No doubt you've heard of the meteor that fell to Earth, fell to the grounds of Lurch. That had a horrible effect, corrupting hundreds, if not thousands, miles around its path of travel. Terrible business.
It's as I foretold, your lordship. Those of you who scolded me and said Sigmund was the way forward were wrong.
Hundreds of undead, armies of undead, were created by this foul rock. We have sent word to High Lurie, to His Majesty. Should be arriving to him any day now, but we had come to warn Mazenhal of what was happening in the lowlands. And instead we find it's happening here too. Grave news, but Mazenhal is all the safer for our visit. I hope you would agree.
I would.
I can persuade him that it is a good idea. If
I'm
necessary.
I'm gonna encourage a persuasion roll. You've done pretty well in terms of giving information, so you can do it at advantage if you'd like. Yeah.
Well, it's only +2, so yes, I would like a 10.
10 total?
Yep.
You gentlemen have come into my city uninvited, unannounced, in care of a young boy. Killed my oldest priest.
Your lordship,
Laid
he
waste.
killed himself.
I will speak to you again, rabble-rouser. But not yet. Here, all of you. Have a little ale. And he uncorks another bottle, not the one that is by his side. And points to some cups on a dresser at the edge of the room.
I'll go over and get the tray that the cups are on. I'll bring them over to the table near
Oh,
that.
is it beer time? I've got one beer left on me, so I'll just get that out, crack it out, and start drinking it.
Yeah. Tell me, lads, how long have you been King's Ward, or what they call it?
Yes, that's correct. King's Ward. About a month. Since it was necessary to have somebody with our skills search out this comet, this meteor.
Aye, yeah. They always did have a good eye for talent. And have you had audience with the king?
We have.
In private?
No.
No. We had spoken to the high priest who bestowed upon us our ranks.
Vriska. I know him.
Visca, yes.
Yeah.
And we mostly spoke with Lady Genevieve.
Hmm.
I'm in the employ of Lord Goss. I was a tutor in their family.
I've known young Rousselet a long time. Longer than most of your tall people know each other. And I knew another king before him. But that's about it for them.
Jeez.
I think, lads, we can handle ourselves here in Mazenhal, as we always have done. But you all should be getting back off to Lurie. When you see the king, ask him about his scars.
Okay, will do. Oh, I mean, yes, Your Highness.
Mm.
We'll be leaving tomorrow morning.
We need to
We
deal
wish
with
to-
the body of the demon before we go anywhere.
You've left it... Right.
We've sealed it in the
sealed.
chamber.
No one's getting down there.
And we have to make sure the lower city is still safe.
The lower city's a long way from safe.
After fighting
For you or
that,
anybody else right now.
I wouldn't worry about us.
No.
Okay. What can
Perhaps
tell
you should
us?
do something about that, your lordship.
Feisty words.
Oh yeah, I'm going to be a rabble raiser.
Fuck do you think it looks like? Fuck do you think I've been doing?
Well, from here, it looks like you've been sat here drinking ale while one of your beloved priests has been going on a murderous demon fucking
It's heresy from it.
spawning heresy. Yeah.
And eating chicken.
I have foretold this, and none of you believed me, and now it has happened.
Burn the hair.
You, Gromnon. Phone ring. Oh, I know what's going on here. I'm getting an alert of Aurora Borealis.
Oh, cool.
It vibrates rather enthusiastically when the alerts go off.
Cool.
Simon resumes his speech upon being excited about this. I have been preparing for these things since before you had whiskers on your chin. There's only so much a man can do about a whole fucking mountain to run.
You mean you've been preparing for what, the comet and shit? And the fucking demons?
Not really my story to tell.
Okay.
But you knew of this.
Whose story?
Rousselet.
Right.
We'll
He's the
ask
one
him
that
about his scars.
kicked the pebble. He's the one that caused the landslide.
Tell us the story?
He promised us a night where our wildest dreams would be offered to us on a plate.
Yes, that sounds like it.
But listen, we thought it was dusted and dealt with. You're kind, and he'll point to all three of you. With the badges now, you get them, but before that, back when the King's Ward was started, the first ones, we thought they were dealing with it.
Gotten out of hand.
Gotten out of hand it has, and now it's back.
I'm not sure it ever left.
These ethereal things don't die all that easy.
I will give it to you. I didn't know we had one right under our noses.
Who's in that chain?
Yes. It's the Sky Iron. They're linked to it somehow. I would refrain from working with it unless your smiths can make it a weapon for you. But it seems to be anything that comes from the skies seems to be linked, seems to be interwoven with these entities.
Was lightning once. Pure lightning walked down in front of us. And we thought we could keep it in a bottle. Bloody hubris on that man.
Wasn't it the woman?
Oh, it was Prince Rousselet.
No, but it was this mage that thought we should keep it in a thing.
Yeah.
Well, I'll make myself a plate of food.
Yeah. Lads, you're welcome to stay and eat. And then
What?
there'll be somewhere for you to sleep. He'll go to a pad of paper on the edge of the desk where he sat, scribble something down.
You must send someone to unblock the lift. Those dwarfs trapped.
Oh, well remembered.
Trapped.
I'm just going to say it like that to him as well. I don't like this king. He's not.
Might be the safest place for him. Trapped on the lift, but I'll put it on the list. And he scribbles something again. What's your passive perception like, Sam?
14. I'm not very good at perception.
Or your
investigation.
passive. Yeah, okay. Is your investigation any higher?
No.
No.
11.
Yeah, okay. That's fine. Yeah, he's scribbling something down on a pad. You know.
Get Gromnon.
Yeah, I'm going to get exiled. That's my plan. So I have to come with you guys. No, it's not my plan.
Okay, right.
But also, if it happened, I wouldn't care.
Never you fucking mind that. I'll see what I can do.
I'm going to turn to leave.
Yeah, I'll gobble our food. Get out of us here. Unless there's anything else anyone can think of that we should be doing here. I know the original
sounds like
plan
the
was to
king
ask
has
for
some
military
sort
help.
of- it sounds like he has some sort of issue himself that needs to be taken care of. He keeps bitching about other problems, violence, something.
Hmm.
Maybe just as we're leaving, Jed,
Yeah.
I'll mention that
Yeah.
the war in the north, the zombies, the lowlands could use some help when Mazenhal has put itself in order. Something along those lines.
Well, I've ordered back soon enough, but for your own sake,
I'm curious to know what has you all riled up? Your Grace, you seem rather scared of something.
Hmm.
don't wander off tonight, lads. Stay upstairs.
Why,
As you
what's
wish.
his,
Get yourselves back
what's
back
broken
east in the
free?
morning.
Nah, they have to do just a bit of ethnic cleansing downstairs, that's all.
Yeah.
Something's broken free down below.
Hmm.
Not sure half the city fucking worships the demon, or whatever. Follows Sigmund. They're gonna have to do some serious
But they don't worship the demon. They followed Sigmund.
Yeah.
He didn't know he was
Forgery.
worshipping the demon. So
Yeah.
Idiot.
There'll be some Civil War-y type shit going on.
Yeah.
But we
Fuck
need
it.
to go down
Maybe
and
1,000 miles away.
we need to rest, go back down there, burn all of the bodies, and then do one.
See how
No,
Bastic's doing.
The bodies are gone, aren't they? Like you
No, I'm
said,
pretty sure the demon bodies, those devil bodies down there, for sure. And
yeah, but their they'd be alive if their spirit was with them, and their spirit is now in the other place.
yeah, but like you don't know, do you?
I'm confident.
All right.
Besides, we were told we're not going back down. But yeah.
Yeah, so let's go back down. Well, at least tell Bostic where we're going.
Yes, a message should be sent to Bostic.
The dwarves in the two plates are now inside the speaking house as you go back out into the main chamber. And they look over and say, We're to take you to... There's a guest house around the corner. They look kind of weary. They look kind of tired. These guys look more worried now than when you saw them before.
we can take ourselves.
Yeah.
Don't worry yourselves.
No,
I'll say.
the orders
that's
are...
right.
You, and he'll point to Gromnon here, I'm not supposed to let you particularly walk around, I'm afraid. Orders are.
Well,
My
lead on then.
brothers, have you not seen what is unfolding in front of you?
Yep. All the
And
more
you
reason.
would believe I am complacent in such actions.
Actively participant, I suspect. But that's not the point of discussion. We're to treat you cordially, guests, and all that.
My friends, and I'm going to cast a cantrip friends. On
Okay.
these guys. On the word friends.
Yeah.
You wouldn't do this to a friend such as myself. Let us go. We're no worry of yours.
Make a
We're
persuasion
only
check
trying
with
to
advantage.
do
Sam.
what is good. You don't need to watch us. Oh, that didn't really roll. Would you re-roll that? I mean, it was really good.
No, they both bounced. I'm happy with those as rolls. You definitely rolled them in your hand.
28 then.
28. The dwarves eye each other, and then they look back at you. Right. Fine, alright. You're staying at Misdor's. You're going... And he gives you directions. That way. To the second left. Before you get to the temple. The little place. You have rooms there already. One each. You go there and then you're leaving in the morning, understood?
Sure.
Understood.
Yeah.
What did he call the place?
Misdor's.
Cool. As we get outside of them on the way there, I want to talk to the boys. Whoosh.
He's a prick, isn't he?
I do not trust what he's doing. He's going to kill innocents. We have to look. You're Kingsman.
Yeah,
whatever you are.
we got friends down there in the lower city. We need to go see them.
Yeah.
Make sure
And
they're
my
all right.
flock is down there. This
Yeah,
is not
yeah.
right. Whatever he's doing.
Only fucking people we know it, and they're good people.
Well,
Do you want me to roll a history on
If we-
this question I'm about to ask?
If
That's
we
a
don't
question.
turn up at Misdor's, it will be noted. So I think we should turn up, settle in for the night, and then make our way down.
Agreeable. Do I know of his history for using violence as a solution for things? The king and the
Sure.
authorities.
Yeah, give me the history roll.
would the no, you said stops pretty inactive after.
16. Thank fuck.
16 total.
Yeah.
The thing is,
I
then,
haven't been around long in
Yeah.
this place.
Yeah.
That's my reason.
Highcleve isn't a tyrant. The place is kept fairly ordered, and generally speaking, the dwarves are a conservative enough people in the sense that they do toe the line. They value social cohesion. They value, if you are living in a civilization that is built up around heavy industry, people will generally they understand the value of following instructions and doing what they're told for safety purposes. Because if you
culturally, I'm in agreement with that. I mean, is
Yeah.
he a man who would, get rid of what's considered rebellious in the social?
Okay, yeah, sure. So that's more of the
with
question.
violence.
Purge.
Yeah.
But is he likely to do such a thing, and has it happened before? Would
On
I
a
have heard it
16,
on
you're
that
not
roll?
aware of anything. No.
Okay.
Probably never happened before.
Mm.
It's not within.
Is
Within memory.
basically
Not within my life, definitely.
Really,
Yes,
I'm a young dwarf.
before we do,
that's what I'm getting at. Is you can't think of an instance of hearing of it happening here in Mazenhal that you've had to deal with it. But you are aware that there are workings of the city that you don't know. You're aware of bits that you don't know about. So Gromnon also doesn't know what powers the chains.
But you wouldn't listen to me, so therefore I don't like him. None of
Yeah.
them would listen to me.
Fuck that idiot.
Yeah.
Up a
You think
level
he'll
is
u-
right, am I right?
So you think he'll use violence against these people?
I don't know. The way he describes how he's been preparing for this, and yet I've been watching them do nothing for years as I've been talking, telling everyone about this.
Well, he is a man who commands the law of this place.
Then why was there no investigation?
Because he was won over by Sigismund and his preachings and the people.
I
who
worry
fell under
that
Sigismund's control.
I worry he's going to do something drastic in the name of, I don't know.
Yep.
Himself.
Something drastic will have to be done. He cannot leave
Well,
a cult
cannot.
of
They are not
these
a cult.
people. But it was the message that Sigismund was promoting was given to him by this entity.
I saw innocent dwarfs who followed Sigismund running in fear during this. demon attack. There
It
is
would-
innocence among them.
You will also have
I agree.
witnessed, Sam, on the coming from the low levels of the city. You will have seen some fighting breaking out between people that you knew and that you knew well, and followers of Sigmund.
It's just important that we don't let it get out of hand. We're going to need every
I'm
soldier
not sure.
alive for the
Agreed.
future fight.
I'm not sure how we can persuade them. Such a large number in one evening. But we can try.
You had the ear of a bunch of them, didn't you, Gromnon? You've got your folks.
These folks have a reputation already.
Well, I mean, if the
But,
king's, if
I
the
mean, it's a
leader
tool we
starts
can
killing
use.
people, then he's developed his own fucking reputation, hasn't he?
I don't know. We should save your friends at the very least. We're going to need good people. And bear witness.
We'll spread what message we can. But just remember, we may have to be back in Mizdor's by morn.
I need to have at least. I need a long rest
Yeah.
before I can fucking
Or
anything.
we all do. But unfortunately, we don't have the option.
Yeah. I have a few spell slots, but I have no of my top levels.
3. I have 3
I'm
spells.
gonna use Arcane Recovery.
Yeah.
Yep.
Recover a
Crack
combination
on.
of 5 levels of spells.
I haven't got my sorcery points into spells yet. Oh yeah, I have. Useless to me though. If he does as I suspect, there is little we can do against it. You are right. I'm in agreement, but we must bear witness to it. You, 3, must bear witness to whatever unfolds. For the king will need to know.
I agree. And we need to say
Yes, you
Gnostic
speak
and his dad.
sense.
If the fighting's already started, fuck this place. Let's just get down there. Well, if you guys need to rest, fuck.
We don't have the option of rest. We can't wait 8 hours.
Yeah, we can't.
It seems like
Yeah, we
something is
can.
going on now.
Yeah. Let's just,
Tor, how spent are you?
I have 3 spells. That is
Yeah,
it.
you got
Yeah,
no
cantrips.
wild shapes.
I've got
No
5.
wild shapes. No spirit totem.
Yeah, and you've an
Yeah,
AC
At
of
I've
a
19.
got-
minimal.
And
at
claws,
a
you're good.
minimal, I need.
Don't you get
At
anything?
minimum, I need a rest.
Don't you get like
We're not resting.
spirit turn back on a fucking short rest?
Yeah,
You get wild
minimum,
shape.
I need a short rest.
Yeah, you
At
get
Okay.
wild
minimum.
shape.
Let's go to Mizdor's. Let's short rest.
Alright.
And then
But don't get me wrong, I can cause damage because I can still summon fucking
Yeah.
12 fucking.
we can still do
Whatever.
something.
But
I
I
get all
won't
my
be able to
stuff
heal
back on a
anyone.
short rest, so I'm good.
Well,
Like, you will be on your own for hell.
let's
Well,
not get in a
our
fight
short
then.
rest will get us healed.
It'll get me key points.
Right, we'll go to Mizdor's,
Yeah,
Jed, I think.
Yeah.
So it's a temple. Or is it just near a temple?
It's
That's the directions we were
it's near. You've already walked past it in the sense that so where you teleported in was near
okay.
the snow temple.
full health. I need a
Yeah.
meat.
And the place is marked up now. Those of you who speak Dwarvish will realise that the pronunciation of this place is Mizdor Karga, which is the King's Arms in Dwarvish.
Oh, so I can roll 9d8 on a short rest. Get my health back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll all be full of health.
You add your Constitution modifier to everyone.
It does it for you.
Does it now?
All right, we'll walk into...
You guys only level 9?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought I put you up. Okay, fine. Yeah, fine. Okay.
I'm level 10. I thought you'd put them up at the end.
Okay, well, we'll do it at the end of this session at the very least, yeah.
I'm still level
Yeah, okay.
9,
I'm level
Yeah,
9.
I'll stay
Yeah.
at level 10.
yeah. I will, we'll stroll into Ms. Karga.
Yeah.
And he handed us a bit of paper, didn't he? Or he handed Grant.
He
Did a
hasn't
short
handed
rest.
you anything, but you've been
Oh,
told that
okay.
rooms are booked in your names.
Oh, we'll
No,
say that to whoever's on duty.
I'm pissed.
This is recognisably a pub. It has a bar, it has tables, there are people in there having a drink, but you can determine quite easily in the swanky part of town. Things are served in glasses rather than in mugs. Things are kept in glass bottles. The place is well lit, with a little glimmer of that same evening light that you glimpsed in Simon's chamber.
Drink and rest.
The king says we have rooms. So,
Oh, yeah, you'll be the ones fresh booking and all that, but yeah, we've got you somewhere. Not super comfortable, but they'll be
we've
alright.
slept in worse. We've been on the road for a while.
Aye.
Thank you.
The dwarf on the bar. You'll recall that the lower city had a bit of a mix. It did have taller folk, it had some drow, it had some humans. It even had some other half-orcs working downstairs. The high city seems to be, other than yourselves, entirely dwarves.
Racist.
We stand out.
Yeah. But the person in the bar grabs 4 keys. The one handed to Gromnon is different than the others, but they are numbered. 3 tall rooms.
Different how?
Short folk.
Oh.
Yeah. It's a different style of key. Is the simplest way I can put it. It's a different marking on the tag is what I want to. Yeah. It's got a metal ring on the tag with a number rather than a kind of leather fob.
Okay.
So as we're walking down the corridor into the rooms, we'll meet back in an hour.
Sure.
I'm going to take a short rest, Jed, and
Yeah.
during that time, I'm going to cast Identify as a ritual.
Okay.
There are 3 potions within my possession.
Ah.
A
Yep.
gold, a blue, and a purple liquid swirling in glass vials, and I would like to identify them.
Fuck yeah. Okay. Right. Okay. I'm gonna have to go back through some notes on this one.
We
I
can do it later.
I did have them marked up, but no. Give me a minute.
Oh, I just realised Titus's love potions exploded. I never got to use them.
No. Charm potions. Yeah. Right. Okay. Where are they? Where are they?
Oh well.
I can remember what one of them was. Okay, right. The gold potion is a potion of hill giant strength. So it will put your strength to 21 for a minute when you drink it.
Cool.
The purple one is purple worm poison.
Yeah.
It's just a dose, but
Drink it.
yeah, very strong poison.
Okay.
And the blue one is a spell of massive. It's called a spell of mass effect. Excuse the pun. A potion of mass effect, so to speak. So the next spell cast after you drink it is guaranteed to have its kind of full effect.
Oh.
By which I mean, basically, it'll do. If, for example, it's a spell of damage, it'll do max damage.
Oh,
Very nice.
that's Blight at 4th level, doing 64 points of damage.
There you go.
Very nice. Yeah, cool.
That's inflict
will
wounds at 5th, doing 70.
Nice.
Anyway.
Square my way.
Yep.
And rest. Short rest.
Okay. Anybody else doing anything while they rest?
No.
Praying.
Hmm.
Oh. It didn't do my hit points.
It doesn't
You
do
got to
you-
click the
anything
little
beyond.
thing. It's like a little button.
Automatically
dice
apply
are.
healing with dice result. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything. Just roll. I just roll it in the fucking table.
When you click on how many dice you want, you got to click on the bit that says 4d8 plus 12.
Yeah, no, I did. Anyway, whatever. I'm maxed.
Yep. Great.
Yeah, I will just be praying to the whatever it is that gives me feelings.
Yeah.
Give me guidance.
And a comforting warmth comes back. A feeling of
Oh, you have to click
companionship comes back.
Got it.
You think you're going to like the people that you are with now.
Yes, they feel to be on the same path.
Apart from the guy who throws kids off roofs, but whatever.
I don't know about that yet. Also, I'm not a priest, so it's going to be great. There's nothing different about my room, is there, Jed? You would have said something.
Your bed is smaller.
Yeah, cool.
If you were to compare, the others have got tall beds.
Yeah, I will be eagerly waiting, and I will go knock on their door at exactly 1 hour later.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, I'll be ready. Here, Jethro, hang on to this.
What?
And I'll hand him the golden potion.
Oh,
This
is
will
that
make
the
you as
potion
strong
of
as a
strength?
giant.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Now, slip out the back door? Or do we just stroll out? Fuck it.
Yeah,
We're kings.
I'm fucking.
We're king's guards.
6'6", half orc. I'm fucking walking out the front door.
Yeah, we just leave.
Yeah, we shouldn't be
Solid.
being watched, hopefully, because I convinced them not to.
I don't care if they're watching. I'll knock them out. Let's go.
What I'm
Yeah,
going
of
to
course.
encourage, Sam, is for you to go back to the spell Friends.
Yeah, I know it has a negative effect, but
Yeah.
would Gromnon know that?
I mean, I assume you've cast it before, but regardless, as you leave, one of these guards is standing outside the inn. If you're leaving through the main door of Mizdor's.
I'm strolling out
Yeah,
the
we
main
are.
door.
Yeah.
I'm saying piss off to God.
I've got
Now-
2 spell slots. I'm not wasting them on cast. Fucking
You-
pass without trace.
Been told to stay here. You're not getting involved in what's going on downstairs.
We can't afford what's up here.
Yeah.
Look, we're just gonna go off to find somewhere a little cheaper to eat and drink, and then we'll be back here in no time.
Also,
Don't
piss
fucking-
off.
I'm going to give you guys a choice. You can make me an intimidation roll if you'd like, Jethro. Otherwise, Obadiah can make me a persuasion roll. Because those are two different...
Your friend isn't here
Wait.
anymore.
I don't think the guards can tell the kingsman what to do.
Your
Anyway,
friend isn't here anymore. There's 4 of us. And guess what? I don't need those other 3. Get out of my face. I've got places to be.
Make me the roll with advantage, Gex.
Yeah.
Nice one.
Oh shit. What is my
Gotta be high.
6 it's 15. Yeah, Jethro is like a tall, skinny orc. He's lithe.
Well, if it looks like it's not gonna work, I'm gonna intervene.
What-
But
What's
I'll
the
let it
total
play out.
dex?
15.
15. His face kind of curls up, but he doesn't pick up his hammer. He doesn't act like he's actually going to try to stop you.
I'll just stroll past him.
Yeah.
Likewise, I'm following.
Wise move. We'll be back in a few hours.
Putting my bollocks in a clamp as well. All right.
It can be arranged.
How do I go about getting one of those patches you lot got?
You're probably going to meet a king, I imagine, but, whatever. Ain't a big deal.
I suppose a recommendation from us would go a long way.
Well,
Oh.
it depends. Well, I mean,
Seems like it can get you in lots of places. That's what I've been struggling with. Anyway, sorry. Another day's topic. Let's continue.
well, if that don't work, fists do. I was going to knock that guy out.
Oh, I don't doubt you.
Many ways to get into every place.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Diddle-diddle-diddle.
Okay, we're gonna try and move around the city so we're not walking past loads of guards or the fucking story house, and get back down to the Undercity as quick as we can.
So the way you went down before was through the kind of central staircase. This also had a lift and pulley system. It also had a long kind of curling thing. There are other ways down. Gromnon will be aware of other ways down, many of which also involve kind of power coiled lifts, or else people take the the funicular, the cable car.
Are there any,
Are any
fucking stairs
that
in this
don't?
shithole?
I don't know. Are there? Yeah.
So you've been up and down a big staircase. You went down a big staircase before, although Tor wild shaped his way down to descend.
Oh well, we'll
Is-
take that route then. If there's one
Yeah.
that just doesn't
That is
You're gonna
why
go
we
to the-
got to them in the
To
first
the main
place, right?
staircase. Yeah, that is the way you went into the low city in the first place.
Yeah, that way.
Although when you get there, it is
On fire.
not on fire.
cordoned off.
It is cordoned. There are
We have
guards
stuff
at the
we need
top.
to
More
retrieve
guards at the top of the stairs.
from Mate's house. Probably
What?
We didn't hear the start of that, Vic.
Yeah, just
We
at
got-
matey's house.
We've got stuff to retrieve from fucking what's he called?
Bostic's
Uh,
place.
Bostix, yeah,
We've got
We
to
need to
look
get,
after
you
our
know,
friends.
that as well. But
So
they're
whatever's
more
in
likely
the
to
way,
let us
nothing
through. We
stopping
tell
me
them to
getting to
get.
Bostic.
Ah.
At least.
How many
Who's the-
guards are there?
And who looks like the captain?
There are only two at the top here again. They are looking down the stairs and down this central hollowed out chamber. Not dissimilar to the one that you attempted to ascend an hour or so ago.
Out of character,
Yep.
I'm pretty sure these guys have got giants or Goliaths downstairs. Shit.
Orcs.
Or orcs, yeah. Working them like little
Yeah.
bitches.
Coming through.
Yeah,
Just gonna keep
King's
following.
business. Yeah, King's business.
Shift
I'll
out,
flash the
King's
King's
business,
Guard
yeah.
symbol, and we'll
I'll
walk.
make
Okay.
sure I'm in the middle of the line
Oh.
of these guys.
Didn't know we had Kingswood. All right. Yeah, get to
we
it.
have to return this reprobate.
We,
And I'll start shouting noises. I assume that was at me. You can't fucking hold me down. How could he fucking kick me out? You should have listened.
Shut up.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Can't think of anywhere better to put him. Yeah. All right.
What's going on down there?
What you've not been briefed? All fucking hell's kicking up. The whole bloody mountain's going to tear itself apart.
Well, we'll see if we can stop that.
Quaking, isn't it?
and,
We
why is
better
that?
be quick.
It's as I foretold. You should have listened to me, guards.
Yeah. Shut up, you. We're taking you downstairs. Wink. I said wink out loud.
I'm just gonna go past them and start going downstairs. In fact, wait, no. How far is it?
It's another kind of couple of 100 feet.
Couple?
Let's say 2.
Okay. I'll walk down the stairs.
Yeah.
Stop flexing.
Yeah.
I do have stone's
I've
endurance.
got character abilities and I'm going to use them down.
I've got relentless endurance.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna just walk down.
Yeah. Just Jethro actively going out in order to take damage.
No,
Fun.
if the staircase is like 100 feet, I'm just gonna fucking jump down it. It's fine.
Yeah.
I'll be fine. Like, actually, 100-foot jump is literally, they all have to be 6s, and it will kill me because I have 59 health. So
There you
like,
go.
I basically can't die. Basically. Yeah, going down.
But 200 is enough reliably, I think, to put you down, isn't it?
20d6.
Yeah, just roll
Yeah.
three.
What's the average
If you
of
roll
that? 20 times
20 times
Yeah, yeah,
3.5.
average of that
Yeah.
is 60, yeah. Oh, 3.5, yeah, more than that, yeah.
Yeah, it's 70. Yeah, average. Yeah.
Yep, going down.
You walk down the stairs. As you descend, the noise of rabble, of crowd, of violence and rioting spills up. Clanging, bashing, shouting and hollering. This is not true battle, it is not organised enough.
What do we see?
And you descend into the lower city. And beneath you, more guards are clustered, encircling the bottom of the staircase, preventing anybody from coming to ascend. At the very bottom of the stairs, for the last few feet, they are 3 deep. And
I'll
some do.
I'll jump
Some
off the
people
side of
are.
the staircase,
Yeah,
near the bottom.
you can jump off the side near the bottom there, and it's not so far. Yeah. I'm not going to roll any damage there. You can anticipate that. There are people pleading with the guards, begging, shouting abuse, hollering. There are dwarves, there are lizard folk, there are drow, all asking to be let up. Some insisting that they live up there, that is where they should be. Some calling the dwarves guarding the stairs heartless. You don't know what it's like down here, it's not safe. Where the fuck are we supposed to go? The gates are closed, none of the carts are working, the lifts aren't working. It's bad, it's bad, it's bad.
Is there anyone looks like they're in command on the dwarven side? On the king's side?
You can make me either a perception or an insight check.
Is there any visible fighting from where we are? Or, is it quite just rowdy?
So 1.
You can
4 in
ascertain, no, Gav.
Right.
The dwarves are all, the guards are all pretty stolid. They're all wearing similar uniforms. Sam, no, there is no violence here, although people are expressing fear in that way that that suggests that there has been violence. Some folks have got that look of terror in their eyes. that suggests that they are unused to violence, that look of shock, and they have seen it regardless.
I'm gonna fucking start beelining towards Bostix. Get to those guys, to be honest.
You hop down and make it around. The rest of you can,
We
from
should
the
have,
back, avoid the blockade and simply drop.
We should have Sam use his thaumaturgy to pronounce our. No. But, be as stealthy as I can be.
I'll look over the side of the stairs and see how big the drop is.
Yeah, so by the time you get back to them, you're not dropping more than, really only about 10 foot, but probably less.
Yeah.
Yeah, Obadiah's willing to risk that.
You'd have to toss me, but yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll toss you. And I'll tell people. Yeah, I'll jump down, Jed, following Bostic's lead, but a lot more cautiously.
Yeah. Jethro's lead.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Sorry.
As we go, I'll say to Obadiah, this seems relatively calmer than I expected. We must go further.
This is probably the outskirts.
Yeah.
The first junction you come to, a gaggle of lizard folk run from left to right,
shit.
hollering. They do not look your way.
I'm
Did say
gonna
there'd
try
be
find it.
consequences.
There is a smell of blood in the air.
I'm going
as
to
they
try find a
pass.
dwarf or somebody on the street that I can talk to. Just not a lizard person.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of them.
No, understandably.
I don't trust.
They've fucking tracked us all the way here, and now they're murdering all the dwarfs to find you guys.
Yeah. Probably.
Maybe.
It's alright. We killed the foreigner. It's fine.
The one who just loved killing.
Yeah, he's good at it
Yeah.
too.
I just
Yeah,
remember.
but hang on a minute. The foreigner's the only one who actually killed Caitlin, which is what they wanted all along.
Yeah,
So,
you
he was
also
a good
killed
guy.
Steve the
We would
priest.
have done it anyway.
Yes.
I mean, we were out to save her, and you killed her.
Yeah.
I've killed
Yeah.
many people.
I mean, I would
Yeah.
have killed her.
I told Laura the other day what happened with that. She said, "Oh, are they still trying to save the princess?" I said, "No, they found her. They decided they couldn't save us. They just cut her fucking throat." And she said, "Yep, I approve."
Be pragmatic, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, so looking to grab somebody, basically.
There is a dwarf
Surely not
hunched
more-
in a doorway, bleeding from the lower leg.
Well, it just so happens I'm a
They
doctor.
cower as you approach, then realize that you are not simply a black, shadowy mass figure, but a person, and open up a little.
It's all right. We've just come from up above. Can you tell me what's happening here?
They let you down. They're not letting anybody up,
Oh, they
pricks.
didn't let us down.
We just came
We
here.
have to sneak down. We have friends down here. We've come to rescue them.
Rescue? There's nobody to rescue to.
No. We can find a way.
They're just letting the flame burn out.
What for?
Tell me,
You know.
the lifts are all down. The cable car is not running.
Yeah. It's bastard fucking.
Who's fighting down here? What's loose?
Everybody's fighting everybody else. Exactly. It's, has gone to stop and try and stop them, but well, there's
Yeah, I
plenty
think you
without
cut out,
brains.
maybe.
Anyone with any brains has gone deeper in to try and stop them from getting out, but
Pardon me.
you're
Who's
exactly
getting
right.
out?
Sorry, Sam, say again?
Who's getting out? Yeah, I think you cut
Oh,
out.
sorry.
Jed.
Yeah.
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 The ones that the strong voice keep, the whatever they call them.
Oh my god, use words.
What is the strong voice?
Strong
The
words.
strong
Like
voice
the-
are another dwarf clan.
Oh, yeah, no. Gav knows that. I'm
Yeah.
asking
Yeah.
her. Who are the strong voice?
They keep the
Oh, you know this, right? on the side.
And her mouth is kind of knit. Yeah, but he wants to hear the version of what
Yeah.
this dwarf's going to tell her.
I wasn't in the lift when the guys explained that to Jethro.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
The Strong Voice clan, they keep the chains moving. They keep things in order. Deep West.
Hmm.
All right.
They stop the stone men getting out. Well, they're hardly men. They just look like men.
So it's the stone men that are attacking the
Well,
dwarven people.
they're trying.
All right. So what are these elemental creatures?
Oh,
I'll be actually bandaging her leg or doing something helpful
Yeah.
during this time. Or his leg, I don't know.
well, I've never seen one.
Gromnon.
They-
though. Sorry.
No, Gromnon also does not know. But she
Okay.
says, she goes on and says, I've never seen one, but you hear the stories. They've got, fists big enough to hold a person whole, Maybe not you, but, me. Bigger than your mate there.
Bigger than me. Oh.
Remember in that weird D place, that big stone creature thing that's following us, trying
Mm.
to sneak up from behind us?
That was a kind of an animal, wasn't it? That had 4
I
legs.
think it was a some sort of corrupted giant.
Oh yeah, that was
Some sort of
a
scaly, like
Fomorian.
fucking disease.
That
Yeah,
was
yeah, that's
Fomorian,
that's
but
the one.
that was like fucking size of a fucking building.
Yeah.
Okay. This we might have to look into. More full down for enslaving these things. Right. Priority 1.
There aren't many. I know there aren't many. But, well, all the lads, it's why we keep weapons around, right? We know they're dangerous.
Yeah, they're danger.
You might be a problem. Let's get to the Bright Irons first and worry about this second.
Give me... Anyone that wants to can make me... You can have your choice of a history or an insight check there.
Oh,
Well, I'll definitely go history.
This is relatively recent history, but...
a lot. 25.
25 on an insight.
19 on a
22 on an
history.
insight.
Okay. Gromnon wasn't there, actually, so I'm not going to give it to Gromnon.
Where?
28 on insight.
Those insight rolls are good enough. You'll recall the way Bostic's hammer
Right.
hit that Fomorian. And he knew exactly what to do when he was acting that way. He knew exactly how to hit a giant. It was almost as though his hammer was made for it.
Well, we should carry on fucking go find it. Go get him.
Any different information on the history check of 19?
You'll recall similarly the hammer's having a property that was designed for, and you'll have read about this, dwarven hammers having a property designed for extending reach in a way that didn't make sense. The author commented on it not really making sense in the context of tunnels and fighting underground, but a dwarven throwing weapon being characteristic. The thrown hammers.
It's teleporting Thor hammer.
Okay, let's push on to Bostic's.
Yep.
But keep an eye out.
See
to
you
if
later.
there's anything in the streets.
Things twist and things turn. There are screams, there is smells of smoke. And eventually you come by around the corner to the run of shops, of which Bostic's father's smithy was one. The light is on there, And outside the smithy, a gang not of dwarves, but of drow and humans mixed together, stands and squabbles. They are rattling at a gate, a grid that has been pulled down around the smithy kind of area. Trying to pull it, trying to open it loose. Perhaps to try and get the weapons inside.
Do I
is it
recognise
a
any of these? Sorry.
You do not recognise any of them. Let's say they are people that you have seen about, but you don't know them. They aren't dwarves. They are
Not
all
part of my flock.
They're not part of your flock. There are 2 humans and 2 drow.
Is it a look of panic, fear, or hatred in them?
Give me an insight check. That sounds like an insight check, definitely.
Definitely. Textbook.
17 plus 3, 20.
20 total. They are being opportunistic. They are talking about, look, see if you can get it open. See if you can get that. Look, we've got to get something sharp, right? We've got to get something. There's shields and there's weapons right there. Come on, they could come back. Someone could come back.
I'm not cast light on my staff and hold it up above my head and just bellow at them. Like, flee.
As he goes to bellow, I'll put my arm on his shoulder and say, "Leave this to me." And I will cast thaumaturgy on myself to make my voice booming. Brothers, you may not be part of my flock, but calm yourselves. I am here with men of the King's Ward. This situation shall be resolved. You will be protected. Stay away from the smithy. Return to your homes. This is my promise to you. Vow. Here's a persuasion. Whatever.
Yeah, give me a persuasion roll. Yes, Sam. Yeah.
Yeah, 23.
23. The 4 of them seem visibly calmer until one of them looks over. So, how are you going to protect us? What are you doing?
I'm really good
We're
at
fucked.
punching stuff.
Why are you fucked, my brother? Talk to me.
You knew it.
We don't have time for this.
Yeah.
Speak plainly.
The bloody lower city's tearing itself apart. The
Point us towards the trouble.
That's the one. What the orc said.
They point deeper in.
Have a good one.
Look,
Right.
where are we meant to
Leave.
go? Where should we go? Leave to where?
Go towards the
Home.
sun. Go
We
to
can't
the
protect us.
Hi.
My home caught fire.
Hide then.
Go to the stairs. There's
Someone's home.
guards. You can get past them and get upstairs.
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
Tell the guards what you've seen. They may have mercy.
Doubt.
But either way, get away from that door. And I'm going to walk towards.
Head back to the stairs. Barricade the corridor. How about that?
They don't resist.
It's a good idea, my orc friend.
Yeah.
You should stick together. And safety in numbers and all.
I'm going to shout.
I'm strolling on.
Bang on the door, or bang on the grate, and shout for Mr. Brightiron, Master Brightiron.
Wait, is this? Oh, this is his.
This is you at Boston's Dice. There is a light inside the house which is attached to the smithy, peeping through the windows. The curtains, however, are drawn.
Bostic.
I'll shout like, Borvar, Arabelle.
Bostic is Jeffro.
That was an amazing voice.
That's right.
Jeffra!
A curtain twitches, and you catch sight of Mrs. Brightiron looking out through the window.
Dinner.
She reaches back in, nudges, opens, slides the glass, and speaks out through it. Thank goodness you're all right. Thank the rock.
Well, I mean, only 3 of them have come back yet. But yeah.
Whatever, she's
Where's-
racist as well.
Where's your friend? He came and had dinner with me.
He was corrupted.
He fell. He died. We're really broken up about
Oh
it, but
dear.
we're trying to stop all this, ridiculous madness and shit. And we wanted to make
Bostic
sure you
and
guys are
Borvar are
safe.
safe.
They've gone to
No.
the lines where the
Weather.
gone to try and keep the gates.
Oh, fucking hell. Right.
Which
way?
which gates?
Follow it down, deep in, go past the red market, and then you'll be looking for what are they called? Look into the notes.
Gromnon, do you know the way?
Yes.
Gromnon knows the
Yes.
way to the red market.
Yeah.
She's now describing an area that's a little bit past where you've been, and they are. She says it in. She's speaking mostly common, but then she says the name of them in Dwarvish. But for those of you who speak Dwarvish, it translates as the mighty lock, but it's a lock like a canal lock.
That is what I first thought of when you said that. Weird.
Yeah. Or it's like a kind of controlling gate.
Okay.
Go through the
Let's
red
get
market.
keep it
Yeah.
jog. Put some pace into it.
Okay. From there on, you do see other folks. Small bits of fighting in the street. Sam, there will be individuals whom you recognize who have been coming to meet with you. Coming to tell you their unhappiness, their pain.
Yes, all the dirty secrets. Cool.
Fighting
If
others.
Ed-
Back in a sec.
If any of them are armed and look like they could fight,
Yeah.
I would tell them to come with us. If they are not, I will tell them to go and join the others at the stairs and to barricade themselves in.
Some of them are
And-
fighting already. They are fighting other dwarves around the city.
In which case, I will say a rousing speech to every one of them fighting in an attempt to persuade them, and I will let it roll a 1 fucking persuasion. So can't be asked to do
Give me one persuasion, yeah, and
Yeah.
we'll roll it out, and we'll basically work out how many dwarves you can get tagged along with.
19.
19 total.
Yeah.
Okay, give me a D10, and we'll get that many dwarves tagging along with you.
And then any others, if you want to know the number for ones I save.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Is that a D12 or a D10? That was a D10. I got 2.
So a bunch of them stopped fighting but said fuck you. Some of them said like, okay, look, we're just gonna go to the stairs. A couple of them have agreed to come with you. Some of them were injured, etc., etc.
Mhm. You sound tired.
Yeah, no, it's just
Do we
suddenly hit
get
me.
to
Yeah,
Bostic and then stop?
I think
Go
so.
Bostic.
So yeah,
Yeah.
you know your way to the red market, and the red market, There's nothing open. Some places are closed. Some have gates and shutters pulled down. Some places are burnt. The Drow restaurant in which those of you here ate only a few hours before has been pulled apart, torn apart.
Probably for the best.
You didn't enjoy your platter of mushed insects.
Yeah, I kind of did.
Yeah.
I don't think these guys did.
Absolutely. Azar, I think, was the guy's name. It is nowhere to be seen.
Shit.
But you pass on through the other side. And you notice more dwarves are coming your way. The ones that you have with you from meeting around the city pass by you. For this is the way to the mighty lock.
Go with them.
And here now, the tunnels come together. There is a confluence. As there is the chains set into the floor, the iron banded tracks that we would transport carts of goods, of ore around the city. To the point that it almost feels as though the entire tunnel is lined with strips of copper and iron, and chaining set in within them. And there ahead of you, tens of torchlights gathered, and the bellowing of a voice louder than even Gromnon can summon with his mightiest magics, from a throat wide enough to swallow any of you whole.
Well, hey.
For ahead there is fighting. Something very strong in the depths of the city of Mazenhal. It's a little before 10, but I am going to leave it there.
Yeah.
Gromnon is already ahead, but the rest of you go up to level 10.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe we forgot to do that at the end of the last time. I remember us having that conversation, Jed.
Yeah.
Didn't we
Where I
level
was
to
like, we're not level 10, but can I just leave Gromnon as level 10 for now? I remember that conversation.
Yeah,
That's what made him
absolutely.
ask.
Cool.
Never mind.
Was it 1d8? Is it?
Yep.
Roll a d8 for your hit
Same
points,
as
yeah.
every other level.
Yeah.
I
Wasn't a bad
forget.
guess, though. I made him at level 10 when we were like level 3
Yep.
with Titus.
That's
My
amazing.
plan was for it to be about this level when you all were getting to here, so
And 5 feet of movement.
Oh, fucking hell, I rolled a 1.
Right, I'm going to bounce.
Yeah, so did I.
I can now jump 100 feet and guaranteed not die. Wait, no, I can reduce it by 45 damage. So
you reduced it by 50, I think.
I can reduce it by 40. Well, wait, is it by my movement
It goes.
speed?
It's bound to your monk level.
Oh shit!
And
So
I think
jump,
it's 5.
like,
I think it's 5 times
150
your monk level.
Actually, I could jump 150 feet and guaranteed survive. More than that. That's great. It's only 30
Well done.
meters, but still, it's a fair bit. Plus 9 to hit.
cool. So now my spirit totem heals my summon at the end of their turn
Nice.
for half my level. So for 5 every single turn.
Not bad.
Not bad at all.
Yeah. You can just one man show it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if I put the fucking unicorn down, I keep everyone alive and also heal my thingy more.
Nice.
Yeah, it'd be pretty but then it also
Ooh.
taking like, nearly half an hour to take a turn, which
What did Gab
rough
just
just
get?
dragging.
I got a 5th cantrip.
Ah,
Nice.
useful.
What do you think you're going to take?
Oh, I got a 4th grip. Lovely.
Spicy.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah,
Good to see you.
Love you.
ditto.
Bye bye.